Alrighty. So now if we unpause, we should start getting taxes from all of our land. Wedding celebration. With my marriage to Duchess Emma, the realm expects us to throw a suitably extravagant wedding celebration. It is well within my right to collect the royal aid duty as part of this, but some might consider it tasteless to levy an extra tax during a time of jubilation. So we can either take the money from the peasants, or not just peasants, but, you know, everybody. Or, we can become more famous by just letting everybody party. We're, greedy, so I'm gonna take the money. It's a good excuse, right? Duke Lambert is greedy. I'll be greedy. I'll take the money. And then we can use that to upgrade our land. So Spoleto is our capital. It's a hill terrain, so the best thing we can get in the hills is either a hunting grounds or a hill farms or pastoral lands. Hill farms and hunting grounds are cheaper. Focusing on money first, because then the money can help us get troops later, where the troops don't really help us get money unless we are raiding, which Catholicism doesn't really do much. Worry about that after. We do the farm first because it gives us the most money. Worry about the other stuff after. Nightly practice. The clanging of mail and the clashing of swords rings in my ears as my knights practice their arms. I study them intently, trying to ascertain each one's particular strengths and weaknesses. There can be little rest for them, for as soon as the bell is rung to signal the end of the mock melee, the stable doors are opened. It is time to bring out the mounts. Today we are going field riding. Or bring me my armor. I haven't ridden on the Quintain in ages. So what this one will do is it'll just make us healthier. If we were worried about, you know, dying from being unhealthy, then this is the one that we would pick. Or dying from being in combat, because it increases our prowess. But we're not really fighting right now, and we're not really dying, as far as I can tell. We could just get cancer and die, but that's unlikely. I shouldn't say that. I'm gonna jinx it. I'm gonna die right away again. So we're gonna go field riding, which might give us a perk in our perk tree. Theodold glances at the mud fields at the bottom of the hill. He is our marshal. Leading the troops. Those could serve as an outline of an enemy army, he says. I inform my knights as I inspect their battle line, preparing them for the strategy at hand. We can either charge, which can give us the aggressive attacker commander trait, which would help us if we're leading troops. Or we can fail and become wounded. 2/3 chance, not bad. But if we cut off diagonally and lead the knights into the flanks, we get a perk, which I think is going to be more useful in the short term. Because we're not really fighting right now. So we will. We will probably fight as Duke Lambert at some point. Deadly practice, precision strike. The storm of hooves around me, the shouts of mounted warriors, their unyielding momentum riding at their head. It feels as though I am at the head of a force of nature. This, however, is a force I direct, that responds to my every little order, that I command as if it was an extension of myself. Charging into the flanks of an imaginary army, my knights never straying from my plan. I know that this is how I bring utter devastation to my enemy. This is how the rush of victory will feel. Nice. Get a perk. So you can pick. So the three trees that we have the option of. Strategist, which give you like general bonuses to troops. And the first one makes it so you cast a spell at cost is like when you declare war, you have to pay a cost usually in like fame or faith or something. Like you need to be religious or famous to declare war. Otherwise, people don't give a shit and won't fight for you. Overseer is like controlling the peasants. It's kind of a hodgepodge of stuff, like defense, keeping control among the peasants, scaring people. Also defending, gold maintenance. Just the Overseer trait at the end is kind of useful because it gives you stewardship, which helps you manage your land. But the one that we're going to go for is the gallantry, which helps you if you're leading your own troops, which we will be doing at some point. And also helps you generally get more out of marrying off children, marrying yourself off. And just your spouse will help more. You get more skills from spouse counselor tasks. So that'll be that would boost us up to 15, so we'd be able to look after one more county if we got that one. Since our spouse is currently helping us manage our land. So prowess +4. The first one, stalwart leader, you get 4 prowess, this helps you not die, and reduces the risk of commanding armies. Also helps you not die, but by a lot more. There we go. Not a whole lot new going on. Unpause again. And just chill. So at some point we want to become the King of Italy. But there's really no rush for that. If we're lucky, Italy might just fall apart and then we can unite it from the inside or whatever. It does fall apart sometimes. But you can just chill. The only reason that we might not want to is if we die and our land gets split up. We currently have 4 duchy titles to our name. So if we had 4 children, each of them would become a duke, and then none of them would be under the other ones. They would all be equal, so they would shatter into different groups instead of uniting under one kingdom. But, you know, we're 17, we're not going to die anytime soon. I keep saying that, yeah, we're not going to die anytime soon. We're doing great. Our bishop is... the Catholic world was appalled to learn that my bishop, Sinibaldo, was discovered gorging himself on a luxurious feast of veal cutlets, almond eggs, pomegranate cakes, and spiced wines. The excessive indulgence of the feast has cast a dark shadow on his legitimacy. While scandals among the clergy are nothing new, it is disquieting for one to occur so close to home. So basically he's a glutton, and he's not hiding it, and he's a priest, and that's sin. So we either have to side with him or defend him or shut up. But we're gonna defend him because if he likes us more, he'll be more likely to help us with wars and taxes and stuff. So we are not very faithful, if I'm being honest. So this might... Okay. Yeah. We're gonna defend him. We're trying to befriend him, we may as well. You know what, I'll go as far as to hire him. He's our physician now. Is that a good idea? Maybe not, but if we get hurt, he'll be the one treating us, and he's not the smartest person that we have the option of choosing, but he will like us because we hired him. Oh, and he hates us now. Oh, it replaced the old bonus. Well, that was the worst possible thing I could have done. We lost opinion for hiring him because it's the same type of bonus, it replaced the old one. Okay, so our spy master isn't finding anything in Count Werner's court. So we're gonna give up on that and help and just try to kill him right now. See how good our chances are. He is married, but she isn't pregnant yet, so we have a little bit of time. Uh, 29% isn't good, but maybe we can bribe some people. We're lucky. Nobody. Okay. Well, that might change. Oh, wife's pregnant. That was fast. The ominous music. Yeah, we're probably not gonna... He's probably not gonna die. But he might. I'm worried about this secrecy a little bit. Oh! Wait a minute. We got more money and now she's gonna take a bribe. So this is his spy master, the person who's in charge of... Yeah, the person who's in charge of defending him from assassination attempts is gonna help us kill him. The mayor wants us to hold a feast. Many months have passed since the lords and leaders of the realm have gathered for a feast, my lord. Mayor Lazaro nonchalantly continues. It would benefit you, not to mention those among us who appreciate a good feast, if this was remedied soon. So he wants us to hold a feast. Feasts cost money. We don't want to pay for that. We have the greedy trait. Do you even know how much that would cost? We got lucky. I think this is gonna work. Wife isn't pregnant yet. It's only gonna take 7 months to kill him. Might be set. Oh, right. So the king was fighting. King of Italy was fighting some Muslims, and it looks like he won finally. Where is he? Yeah, he won. There's a son. Guido is a good name. His name's... Oh, wait. You're gonna be the only one in chat. You're gonna be the heir to the throne. Unless you die. Which you might. Can I marry you to the crown princess? No? Wow. Uninvited. One of my agents has acquired a deadly spider and arranged for a servant to hide it in Count Werner's bed before dark. All they need is my go-ahead, and he will be as good as dead the moment the spider strikes. So you have a 95% chance of success, 95% chance of keeping it a secret. I hope you're not afraid of spiders, Werner! This is not the way to do it. We'll just, you know, if you wanted to delay it for some reason, like we needed more money for bribes or something. But we don't. We're at the max success percent chance. 95 is the max. So if he dies... Count Werner is dead by the lethal bite of a deadly spider. The spider struck not long after he retired to his chambers, and although the guards were called, no one could do a thing to save him. Thankfully, spiders do not talk, so the attack cannot be traced to me. My little friend's done his work well. So, we got all that land. We probably will not be able to keep that land. because it is so far away. So we're gonna give it to the brother. He's 13, he can handle it. Yeah, rational zealot. I mean, he's at 13 years old. He's about as good as managing the land as the last guy. Once you get married, that might increase. Who knows? But he's 13 now. So we have two options here. We can either give him independence, which will increase our renown, because he won't be under us anymore, so we'll get renown for him existing as a member of the Guidashi dynasty, independent. Or we can just keep this land and tax him. And, big fan of taxing. Big fan of taxes, you know? Tax the rich. Except for me. Actually, tax me too, because I'm under Italy, I guess. So this guy needs money? No, he wants to change his contract. So Count Supo approaches me with an insatiable smile. I would appreciate it if we could renegotiate my contract, my duke. Any improvement, of course, will be met with enthusiasm for my treasury or my lands. So he wants to either give me some of his land, or give money to me, so I will reduce his taxes basically forever. And let's check how much he's giving us in taxes. He's giving us 0.1. If we reduced it, it would go down to 0 per month. So it would take 500 months to get those $50. Or I could take the land, but I can't manage the land anyway. He already hates us, right? You'll find no deal here. Yeah, screw him. In fact, let's change his contract right now. Let's up his taxes. That would be tyrannical if I didn't give him something for it. So I'll say, you can also declare war on whoever you want, and I won't stop you. Which increases us to 0.2. It's 0.2, it's displaying wrong here, it's 0.2 down here. Yeah, this is considered an even trade, so I can do this for free. Oh lord, he hates us. Yeah, maybe not right now. Maybe wait a little bit. Because he'll hate us even more if we change his contract in a way that he doesn't like. But we can look at the other people. So, Ravenna here. We can't change his contract because he is a priest. So what we can do instead is, if he likes us more, he's like the bishop, he'll give us more stuff if he likes us more. So we'll just have to get on his good side. That's why he's still on the council. The stand-up guy. I wish he was my main priest. Okay, here we go. My marshal, Theodold, has been showing off a promising new recruit. He may not be of as noble stock as you, my liege, but on my name I swear that Agaprand is someone you would want on your side. And he is. Jesus Christ. So he has a prowess of 16, which is marked as good, but the average is like 12 or something for knights, so that's a bit above. And he has 23 martial, so if we needed somebody to lead the troops who wasn't us, then he would be good at that too. In fact, he could replace Theodold. He will replace Theodold. Yeah, he's joining the court. He's a Lombard, which I believe is, yeah, Frankish is like German. Lombard is like I don't really know how to describe it. I think it's like a mix of Greek and Italian. I don't know what that culture really is. I shouldn't make claims that I know who the Lombards were. All I know is that they're in southern Italy, right? Yeah. Oh, I didn't even say. So we're on the Liege's Council. So this is King Louis's council, King Louis II, the younger of Italy. So on his council is Duke Unruk, Count Conrad, Duke Adalberto. Basically, me, this guy, and Duke Adalberto Count Conrad is up here, Savoy. So basically, his 4 strongest people, he just puts on his council. So yeah, he usually does. Try to keep them happy. But we get 3 prowess, so we're tougher to kill. Less army gold maintenance, more troops, and more experience towards our perks. Good deal all around, really. So our Prince Bishop here, he's training some of the new levies, but the recruits under his command resemble a disorganized mob more than an army. I look on as he struggles to control the situation, clearly pushed to his limits. Well, it's never easy to train new soldiers. He seriously needs to do better than this. I actually didn't know, because he was a bishop. I didn't know he was allowed to train troops, but I guess he is. And we're just gonna cheer him up, you know? He's a good guy. He's the closest thing we have to a friend. So there's really no reason to be mean to him, and he doesn't need to lead troops. We don't need to help him either. There we go. Now he likes us slightly more. We're making a lot of money, actually. I might have to spend that on some, I want to upgrade Spoleto a little bit. So... Avezzano. Nope. Fermo. We will upgrade Fermo with a port, because on the coast, which gives us more money than the other options. Just try to snowball the money a little bit at the start. Right, so we're not fighting. So this right side is about fighting. So knight effectiveness. I mean, your knights, your like primary fighters. Your non-peasants are gonna do better. Never back down. This is if you're leading the troops. You're gonna have like general bonuses to damage and less casualties on your side. Kingsguard, you get more knights. +4 is actually a lot, but loyalty and respect is what we're aiming for because it gives us more skills. More in these categories. Down in the bottom left. And just having higher stats is better. I don't know if if we're not fighting, we don't really need to go down the combat route. That's my reasoning. So our current The long-term goal right now is to unify Italy. So if we became the Emperor of Italia, and then we would need to also control this area. So if we control all of Italia and all of this, like, Croatia, Serbia area, then we'd be able to combine those two into one. Oh, and Sicily, right? We need to control Sicily? Yes. No? I don't know. Show me. Yes, we need to control Sicily. So we take Croatia and Sicily as part of Italy, because they currently are not. They're not part of Italia. They are part of the Byzantine Empire. Oh, the Pope died. How's the new Pope? Is he cool? He's cool. We're actually going to increase development for a while. I think we just lost all the progress on that. But the new Pope is actually good at his job of being Pope. So I want him to continue with his work. Oh, wait, no. Oh, we were tied. Shoot. So now it won't switch back to him until... Yeah, okay. Whatever. Restart it. Who cares? It won't switch back to him until I die now. Because we're tied, it goes to seniority. And he's not going to take any land, so... Whatever. That means we get to choose what we focus on for tech, though. So the ones that are already discovered are the green ones. It looks like we have most of the important stuff, except for limited crown authority. So plenary assemblies. Fortified tribal hold would only matter if we were part of a tribe, right? We are feudal, so we don't need that. But limited crown authority allows us to take titles away from people. So right now, you can see that I have claims to this land, and this land. So this land down here, these three counties. If I had limited crown authority, I could revoke that land from these people. And then it would belong directly to me. Now, the only reason I would do that would be to give that land to one of my children. You know, we'll want to do that eventually. Probably. If we have the option. Because they're not family, right? Who cares about them? Well, actually, because he's a bishop, we might let him keep that. But this one for sure, we want to give to a family member. Or someone more loyal. Look at this guy. So you can sort of look at what's going on. This is, we're in the year 870. Doesn't look like there are any wars around East Francia, which is like Germany, has split into East Francia and Bavaria. Because the king died and split up the land between his children, but because one of his children already had a shit ton of land, it kind of got split up weird. Yeah. Okay. West France, he is at peace. They get a ton of alliances, because he has a ton of children. Allied to Navarra, Brittany, Flanders, and Asturias. They're generally not going to be fighting France. Looks like England... Wessex is being controlled by Alfred, so his brother must have died. Aethelred. Aethelred always dies. Hunting accident? Hunting accident, yeah. The Vikings have taken a bit of land up... a lot of land up in England. So... yeah, looks like they're gonna... what is going on with all these? Our bishop likes us more. Knight became a blade master. Friendly exchanges. Account likes us more. Impeccable household. Yeah, that's just the wife doing everything. Holy shit. Bunch of free stuff from her being competent.